Yo, what's going on, guys? Crispy Flakes here. Welcome to Extra Crispy, man. For today's video, we got one free agent every NBA team needs to sign this offseason. Video by Austin Sweatman. Link to his channel in the description below. Okay, so what free agent does Detroit need? Giannis. No way, he's not a free agent. Well, no. He could decline his option, right? Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis and Giannis combined into one. Save on salary cap, right, man? So Giannis, Davis, Akumpo. No. It'd be Anthony Akumpo. That's a pretty good name right there. Double A. Call him Double A Battery. You know, brings that power to the Motor City. I don't really know. I have Tony Snell as my starting small forward, man. Let me at least go to, like, Imagination World at least, okay? But here we go. Let's get going on this. Let me know in the comment section, guys. What's, like, one free agent your team absolutely needs? Let me know. Let's get it.
There's a lot of free agents this year, and when free agency finally starts, a lot of things are going to get shaken up, so it's going to be exciting.
Not a lot of great free agents, though.
Best unrestricted and some restricted free agents, and coming up with which team they should sign with if they did decide to leave their current team. And
okay, I like that.
I like that. Guys with player options who are obviously going to accept them. Guys like Gordon Hayward with a $30 million option because he's obviously taking that. And also, I'm not saying any of these
just pass him on the $30 million. No big deal.
Most likely to happen or anything like that, because teams and players do weird things, and the offseason's unpredictable. So I'm just basing.
Yo, was that Boogie?
Moves
no, that's
most sense for teams and players.
Marcus.
So
Marcus Morris.
Let's start off first with Paul Millsap, and I do think there's a good possibility he resigns with the Nuggets on a much smaller deal, but he may also find his way back to
$8 million
like the Jazz,
a year
who could use his defense
for 1
and
year.
Leadership. Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis is re-signing with the Lakers. We already know that. I just had to give him a quick mention for the video. Hassan Whiteside. Whiteside definitely isn't re-signing with the Blazers.
Charlotte Hornets
do need centers this year. I can't really see any playoff team signing him for the amount of money that he might.
That'd be a good fit.
But a team like the Wizards that really need some extra defense may go after
good choice.
Marc Gasol. See, Mark's different and is one of the guys that playoff teams are going to aggressively go after without.
Okay. Please, somebody confirm this for me in the comment section below. Has Marc Gasol retired from the NBA? Because, like, I said it in a video, I could have swore he retired from the NBA, or, like, he's at least playing overseas, which I guess isn't technically retiring. But he's going overseas, right? I don't think he's returning to the NBA. I thought he was gone. Am I wrong about that? Somebody please confirm. Please.
Where he's at in his career, he might be
please
for less for a championship. If he's willing to take a big pay cut for one, look for him to maybe sign with a team like the Clippers, who could really use him. And if he wants to take a little bit more money and help
he could be a good player there.
Team that he could maybe help take to the next level, look at
the
Celtics and the Mavs.
You laughed.
Out of all of these, though, I really hope he signs with Dallas. Serge Ibaka. Okay, so the Rockets
Houston
have a
Rockets.
lot of free agents, and they can keep at least 2 of Fred VanVleet, Ibaka, and Gasol. But this is assuming that they let Serge walk. And if so, I really want to sign with the Miami
not in the NBA, so I guess they're set.
Compliment Bam on offense, and on defense, they'd be unstoppable. Miami's forwards did play great in the finals, but they could really use an upgrade. Keep in mind,
I like that pickup. That's a good idea.
Hornets have a lot of money to throw at guys like this to try and make their teams better and steal them away from a contender. Let's hope that doesn't happen, though. Danilo Gallinari. If the Heat miss out on Ibaka,
I told you guys
how much at power forward Gallinari fits into their style of play.
Genie flakes, man.
Fit
make predictions
into their system. He's an extremely underrated.
Bro, he looks like a damn playboy, bro, or something like that. You know, just like. Don't that look like the Italian Tony Stark right there? Like, I can see this man right here dressing up like Iron Man. No, it would be, Iron Man would be Tony, so he would be, I don't know, Golden Boy? I don't really know, man. But regardless, can't you see him, like, dressing up and, like, putting out, you know, like, taking the Infinity Gauntlet from Thanos and just, like, bam! Saving everybody. Does he actually have a ring, though? If you can't get a ring, I don't know if he can get a stone.
So that can rebound and hit threes at a near star level. If not them, though, he might be just as good of a fit for the Phoenix Suns or the Denver Nuggets, who really need power forwards themselves. Jeff Teague. Teague isn't a huge difference.
Warrior backup.
But if he signs with a team like the Celtics, he could give them some much-needed help off the bench and be a facilitator for the rest of the squad. If not them, maybe the Lakers get him for cheap.
I like him behind Curry.
A guy like Rajon Rondo signs elsewhere. Derek Favors.
Pause.
If they don't sign a better defensive big man this year, the New Orleans Pelicans should re-sign Derek Favors. They were 6-22 without him this season, and he was by far their best defender in the paint. He probably will re-sign with them unless a bad.
You don't think he's kind of a bust?
Money. Christian Wood averaged 22 and 10 on 41% from 3 for the Pistons.
Yes, sir.
After Andre Drummond got traded, and he's in a weird spot because he's either just a player that puts on a big numbers on a bad team, or he's the real deal just now getting his chance at 25 years old. Too risky for a playoff team, but a young team may offer him a good deal to take that risk. I think the Warriors are going to draft James Wiseman before the Hornets can, so maybe the Hornets should go after Wood. And if he turns out to be good...
Bro, at that point, man, he's going to stay in Detroit. See, that's my thing about Christian Wood. Like, he's not going. I don't think he's going to leave Detroit to go to a non-playoff team. Unless, like, that other team, like, just ridiculously overpays. So, you know, if you want to give him a max contract, you know, so be it. I don't want to as a Piston fan. But, yeah, it's either going to be, like, the Pistons pay him what he wants, or a contender's going to sign him, you know, either matching that contract, maybe a little bit less, and he goes there. I don't think he goes to a team like the Hornets. He's already kind of said he wants to win, so...
really put them on the right
just
track
my opinion.
For the future. If not them, the Knicks may offer him a deal, or the Phoenix
super
Suns.
max.
If they really believe in him, he could really help that team. So either that or the Pistons just resign him.
I like that. That's cool.
I think there's no situation
we deserve something good.
The Miami Heat should let Goran Dragic walk. They should do whatever they can to resign him, and I think they will. I think he likes playing there. If he leaves though, he'd be a great fit for the Mavericks off their bench, but I don't think it'd work.
Yeah, I mean, I like Jalen Brunson personally.
He'll be an option for a team like the Clippers, but he's also someone I could see signing with a bad team like the Wizards.
Maybe the Celtics.
All the other big men sign somewhere else. Marcus Morris. I think we should expect Marcus Morris to re-sign with the Los Angeles Clippers, especially if Montrezl leaves. If Morris leaves though, the Jazz, Nuggets,
maybe he'll finesse the Spurs again.
They can to get him. He stretches the floor, stays out of the way of the stars, brings the defense, and does all the dirty work. Things all of these teams could really use. Fred VanVleet. VanVleet's an unrestricted free agent, which means that other teams are going to get to offer him big money deals to steal him away from the Raptors. And that'd be a big blow to Toronto. Two teams they should be worried about are the Knicks and the Pistons.
Yes, sir.
Do have Derrick Rose, but
Great man, we need him. We need him.
And the Knicks are just.
We'll sign and trade Derrick Rose.
He knows what they're gonna do,
How about
and
that?
they're always willing to spend money. So
and Blake
I hope
Griffin.
he stays in Toronto, but all I know
I'm wearing
is
a Griffin
that
shirt.
They should be worried. Jordan Clarkson. The Phoenix Suns come to mind here, and while they may want to point guard a little better defensively, offensively Clarkson would be able to
stay
take
with
a lot
Utah.
of the pressure off Devin Booker. If not them though, the Minnesota Timberwolves are in line to have a pretty solid group of guys for the next couple of years. So adding Jordan Clarkson come off the bench may be a pretty good move right now. Bogdan Bogdanovic, who's an unrestricted free agent right now, and I don't think any team is going to straight up steal him away from the Kings without a trade and just offer him more money. So he's most
Kings seem to like him a lot too.
Traded, which means that's a topic for a different video. KCP. I think that Pope will try and re-sign with the Lakers if they give him a good offer, and
they be putting that lock on the gym door
up in those late finals games. But if not, he may look
he was okay.
like the Brooklyn Nets or the Golden State Warriors for a roll off the bench if they offer him more money. Joe Harris. I don't think there's any chance he signs anywhere but with the Nets.
I agree.
But he still deserves to mention. Davis Bertans. Now, if Joe Harris does stay with the Nets, Bertans will be the most wanted free agent shooter. I wanted him to change teams, but everyone
Duncan
interested
Robinson's
in
a
him
free agent,
isn't in
isn't
the
he?
best position to sign him, or they should focus on signing someone else at a different position. So I say he stays in Washington, sadly. Jay Crowder. Crowder was a great fit for the Heat, but as I've mentioned, they now have better options available. So I think either the Pelicans or Mavericks go for Jay.
I don't mind him as a backup
for them defensively, where both teams are lacking. Justin Holiday. The Pacers are going to go through some big changes this year, but I think keeping Justin Holiday is one thing that they want to make sure that they do. Jeremy Grant. Grant's got a player option this year, so if
literally every team wants Jeremy Grant for sure.
Expect the Portland Trailblazers to try and handle their money.
Ooh, I like that.
To get him there.
I like that a lot.
They desperately need a player like him to take their team to the next level. If they can't
That's a good
get the
fit.
money together though, the Timberwolves have it, and he fits in nice with the age of that team. And then of course the Suns should always be in these talks too. Montrezl Harrell. Harrell's one of this year's biggest free agents. He's unrestricted in the Clippers.
Biggest free agent, smallest centers, believe it or not.
And with him still
taller than PJ Tucker
contract in his career, as the sixth man of the year this year, he's probably looking for one now. I think the Hornets could and might offer him the biggest deal, and that'd be great for them to get him. But he may not want to play there after playing on a team like the Clippers. If he wants to stay on a contender though, the Raptors could really use them if they lose out on either Gasol or Ibaka. I'd mention the Suns, but I think they really need a stretch four instead. Brandon Ingram is staying with the Pelicans without question, but as one of the other biggest free agents,
maybe the Hawks, I suppose.
Rondo. I also think there's a very high possibility Rondo stays in LA due to his relationships with LeBron and AD, but the Lakers only have so much salary space. If another contender wants to offer him a bigger deal, he may take the money instead of trying to run it back. And the Celtics and the Nuggets could really use him coming off their bench.
Yo, him back on the Celtics would be awesome.
Dwight's gonna take another
sign me up for that every day.
And play like he did this year, he'll be one of the best.
And Paul Pierce, Ray Allen, KG.
And as an unrestricted free agent, teams will be after him. But if the Lakers want him, of course the best option for him would be to stay there. But if a team like the Warriors or the Bucks can offer him
Glenn Davis is up
$5 million a year and he wants more money, he could end up taking a deal from them instead. It would give the Bucks a way to change things up from Brook Lopez and give them better half-court offense and defense. And him for the Warriors, even though I think that they may draft James Wiseman now, they could still draft him and sign Dwight, and they'd now have great depth at center. And Dwight's the exact type of big man they need. Carmelo Anthony. The Blazers are happy with Melo, and he's happy with them. They were the ones to finally give him another chance, and he played great there, so I think there's no doubt that he resigns in Portland.
Yeah, I don't really see where else he would go. Nobody wanted him before, right?
Like Dwight Howard, they'll sign a guy like Okafor to come in as part of their second unit. They always sign these big men on veteran minimums that don't fit in on any other teams and use them in their style and make it work, and I think he's going to be one of them.
You still get buckets, that's for sure.
He's got a ton of athleticism, is solid on defense, but doesn't have the best offensive game. So he really lost his spot in Miami's rotation after they got back in the bubble, and a lot of people just forgot about him. So now with them really contending for a championship and him being an unrestricted free agent, I don't think they'll be re-signing him because he's still a work in progress. So expect a young team like the Hawks, Pistons, or Bulls to go after him.
Yeah, I heard the Pistons for sure. I don't know if I want him or not. We got Doumbouya.
He's definitely going to be on the radar.
Don't really need him.
You might have forgotten about him by this point, or the fact that he's even a free agent, but we have Isaiah Thomas, and probably would have said his NBA career was over if he had not come out and said that he had another surgery and his hip is now finally fully recovered.
No, I think he's done.
Of course he would come out and say that now while he's sitting at home and no team has been too interested in him. I don't know if he's telling the truth or not, but let's just say he is, in that he's been playing on one leg the past 3 years, but now he's finally fully recovered. If he's officially back, he needs to try to get on a veteran minimum bench role. For a team like the Warriors, they need depth.
It'd be kind of fun off the bench for sure.
They don't have much salary space to spare, and he's got something to prove, so it would work out for both sides.
They got Kai Bowman though,
and he plays like his old self. But at this point, after 3 years of saying that, I really don't think it's gonna happen. If there was any free agents I didn't mention, I either don't think they're gonna leave their teams, or they just didn't make the cut ahead of some of these other guys.
What about DeMarcus Cousins?
That said, if you did enjoy the video, don't forget to drop a like. So
that's all we got, guys. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Be sure to drop that like. Okay, yeah. Hope you guys all enjoyed the video. That's all we got, man. Thank you all so much for watching. Peace out.